What is one of the biggest mistakes I've made when negotiating job salaries? Not negotiating. That was the biggest mistake I ever made. So my first job offer as a professor, they offered me a salary that was below what I knew the students were getting as their salaries. I was like, I could just go work for a software company and get paid like twice what you're offering me. Like, no, I'm not going to be a professor for you for this price. So that one I had to negotiate because it was like so low. It was like almost insulting. I did not get mad, but I was like, no, I cannot accept this. And so I went back and they negotiated and they came up a little bit, which was fine. I probably should have gone back and negotiated even more. In hindsight, that's okay. I was totally worth it. But you know, that imposter syndrome, man, yeah, it takes time to kick it to the curb. I wasn't there yet. Miserable at my first job because I couldn't actually figure out how to teach people software, because that's what I was there for. It was to teach anybody how to code and become an awesome software developer. And I realized I really wanted to have more control over the learning environment so that I could actually like figure this out. So I was a cog in a wheel in a very large university. They're lovely. I'm actually working to collaborate with them some more and help them. But like at the time, it wasn't a good fit. And it was a like 45-minute commute. So I was like, hey, there's a university in my town and I get to be the program director of their computer science program. Awesome. So I was finally able to learn how to code. I didn't negotiate for that one though. So it was in my town. I really wanted it. I was the top candidate. I knew I was the top candidate because on the interview, I was trying to still sell myself and they're like looking at me like, what are you doing? Like, because of course I was the top candidate. So like they can read things on interviews sometimes, and I didn't negotiate, and that was done because I knew the university was in financial distress, and so I put their needs before my own. Totally dumb. Should never have done that. In the end, I squawked a little bit. They did give me a raise halfway through, which is unheard of. In academia, you only get a raise when you're promoted, and you only get promoted twice ever when you're a university professor. And so they did give me a really handsome raise, which was very nice. It helped me limp along there a little bit longer before stepping away to start Joy Coding Academy. But yeah, that was the dumbest thing I've ever done in negotiating, was not negotiating.